evening, everyone. Welcome to Othello. My name is Neil Deininger. I'm the director. And before we get started, I just want to make a few announcements to all of you. After the third act, there will be a 10-minute intermission. And after the show, we encourage you to please recycle your programs. You can give them up back at the front desk. We have a limited number of them, so we want to try to use them as much as possible. Our actors have put in so much work into the show. Please respect them by not talking or texting and making sure your phones are silent before we start. Throughout the show, actors will be coming up and down the aisle, so make sure you're aware of that and stay clear of that. And please, I encourage all of you to come to our next Green Mechanical show, the 8 Reindeer Monologues, which will be in Krieger, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. So, without further ado, Othello.
Tush! Never tell me. I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who hast had my purse as if the strength of thine, shouldst know of this.
What, if you will not hear me, if ever I did dream of such a matter, abhor me.
Thou told me, thou didst told him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of this city in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, off cap to him, and by the faith of man I know my place. I am worth no worse a price, but he is loving his own pride and purposes, evades them with a bombast circumstance, horribly stuffed with epithets of war, and, in conclusion, non-suits my mediators. For certes, he says, I've already chose my officer. What was he? Michael Cassio, Florentine.
I would not follow him then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. They shall mark many a duteous and knee-crooking knave that, doting on his own obsequious bondage, wears out his time, much like his master's ass for naught but provender. When he's old, cash it with me, Sir John's names. Others there are who, trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves, and throwing but shows of service on their masters, do well thrive by them. And when they have lined their coats, do themselves homage. These fellows have some soul, and such a one do I profess myself. For, sir, it is as sure as you are Rodrigo. Were I the more, I would not be Iago. Heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so for my peculiar end. For, when my outward action doth demonstrate the native act and figure of my heart in complementing stern, 'tis not long after that I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for daws to peck at. I am not what I am.
What a full fortune does Othello owe if he should carry thus?
Call it Trafalgar, make after arousing, poison his delight.
Here's your father's house, I'll call aloud. What ho! Brabantio! Signor Brabantio! Ho!
Thieves! What ho, Brabantio? Thieves! What's your house? Your daughter, your bags! Thieves!
What is the reason for this terrible summons? What is the matter there?
Oh, soon, sir, you're robbed for shame, put on your gown, your heart's burst, you've lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black man is tumping your like you. Rise, I say, awake the smelling citizens with the bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise!
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most Reverend Signor, do you know my voice?
What are you?
My name is Rodrigo.
The worse are welcome. I have charged thee not to hunt about my doors. In honest plainness thou hast heard me say my daughter is not Sir, what tells thou me of robbing?
Oh, soon, sir, you are one of those that will not serve God if the devil be you.
What profane wretch art thou?
Oh, sir, I am one that comes to tell you that your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with 2 backs.
Thou art a villain?
You are!
This thou shalt answer. I know thee, Rodrigo.
Sir, I will answer you anything, but I beseech you, if it be your just and wise consent, as partly I find it is, that your daughter, at this dull and odd even watch of the night, transported, with no better nor worse than a knave of common hire, a gondolier to the gross clasps of a lascivious Moor, This be known to you. This be known to you in your allowance. We then have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if you know this not, my manners tell me we have your wrong rebuke. I say again, if you have not given her leave, your daughter hath made a gross revolt.
String on the tinker home! Give me a taper! Call on all my people! This accident is not unlike my dream. Belief of it oppresses me already. Light, I say, light!
Nay, but he prayed and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honor that with the little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear. But I pray you, sir, you fast married, but be assured of this. The Magnifico is much beloved and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or lay upon you what restraint and grievance the law with all his might to enforce it will be in Canaan.
Let him do his spite. My services, which I have done the Signory, shall out-tongue his complaints. 'Tis yet to know, which when I know that boasting is an honor, I shall promulgate. I fetch my life and being from men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonneted to as proud a fortune as that which I have reached. For know, Iago, I do but love the gentle Desdemona. I would not my free, unhoused condition put into circumscription and confine for the sea's worth. But look, what light comes yon?
Those were the raisin father and his friends, and you were best go in.
Not I. I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
By Janus, I think no.
Ah, the servant of the Duke and my lieutenant. The goodness of the night upon you, friend. What's the news with thee?
The Duke does greet you, General. He requires your post-haste appearance, even on the instant.
What is the matter, think you?
Something from Cyprus, as I may divine.
Ah, 'tis well I'm found by you. I'll spend but a word here in the house, and then go with you.
Ensign, what makes he here?
Oh, faith, tonight he hath board in the land's carrick. If it prove lawful prize, he's made forever.
I do not understand.
He's married.
To who?
Married to... Come, Captain, will you go?
Have with you.
Oh, here comes another troop to seek for you.
Oh, with his Brabantio general be advised, if he comes to bad intent.
I'll stand there.
Senor, just more.
Oh, thou foul thief! Where hast thou stole my daughter? Oh, damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her!
Where would you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison! Till fit time of law and courts of direct session call thee to answer.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side on some present business of the state, to bring me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy Signor. The Duke's in council, and your noble self is sent for.
Oh, the Duke in council? At this time of the night? Bring him away!
Valiant Othello, we must straight employ you against the general enemy Othello. I did not see you. Welcome, gentle Signor. We lacked your help in your council tonight.
So did I yours. Good your grace pardon me. Neither my place nor honor heard of business hath raised me from my bed this evening, nor doth the general care take hold on me. For my particular grief is of so flood-bearing and o'erpowering nature that it glutts and swallows all other sorrows, and it is still itself.
Why, what's the matter?
My daughter! Oh, my daughter.
Dead?
Aye, to me. She's abused, stolen from me, corrupted by spells and potions bought of Monterex. For nature so preposterously there, being not blind, lame, or deficient of sense, sans witchcraft could not.
Who he be that in this foul proceeding hath beguiled your daughter of herself, and you of her, the bloody book of law, you yourself shall read in the bitter letter, after your own sense ye, though our own proper sons, stern your action.
Humbly I thank your grace. Here's the man, the Moor, your affairs of state for some reason hath hither brought.
We're very sorry for it. What on your own part can you say to this?
Nothing, but this is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I have taken this old man's daughter, 'tis most true. True, I have married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this extent, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace, and therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. But by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjurations, and what mighty magic! For such proceeding I am charged withal. I won his daughter. I do beseech you, send for the lady, and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the very trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
And until she comes, as truly as to heaven I do confess the vices of my blood, so justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine. Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life. From year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes I had passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days to the very moment he bade me tell it, wherein I spake of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth escapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold to slavery, of my redemption thence importance in my travels history, wherein of anters vast and deserts idle, rough quarries, rocks and hills whose heads touch heaven, it was my hint to speak. Such was the process, and of the cannibals that each other eat, the anthropophagi and men whose heads do grow beneath their shoulders. This to hear would Desdemona seriously incline. But the house affairs would draw her thence. Whichever as she could with haste dispatch, she'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I, observing, took once a pliant hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart, that I would all my pilgrimage dilate, whereof by parcels she had something heard, but not intentively. I did consent, and did often beguile her of her tears when I did speak of some distressful stroke my youth had suffered. My story being done, she gave me for my pains a world of sighs. She swore in faith 'twas strange, 'twas passing strange, 'twas pitiful, 'twas wondrous pitiful. She thanked me, and she bade me, if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him how to tell my story. And this would woo her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This alone is the witchcraft I have used.
I think this tale would win my daughter too.
I pray you.
Hear her speak.
She confessed that she was after more destruction on my head if my bad blame light on the man. Come hither, gentle mistress. You know where in this most noble company you most owe allegiance?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty, and I am hitherto your daughter. Here's my husband. And so much duty as mother showed to you by preferring you before her father. And so much I may challenge, I may profess, is due to the more my lord.
I had rather adopt a child than get it. Come hither, Othello. I here do give to thee that with all my heart, but that thou had it already, I would with all my heart keep from thee. As for you, my jewel, I am glad I have no other children, for your escape would teach me tyranny to hang clogs on them. I am done, my lord. I humbly beseech you, proceed to the affairs of state.
The Turk, with most mighty preparation, makes way for Cyprus. Othello, the fortitude of this place is best known to you, and though we have there a substitute most allowed efficiency, yet opinion, a sovereign mistress of the facts, lays a much safer voice on you. You must therefore be content to smother the gloss of your new fortunes with this stubborn and boisterous expedition.
Most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend your ear, and let me find a charter in your voice to assist my simpleness.
What would you, Desdemona?
That I did love the more to live with him, and that my downright violence and storm of fortunes may trumpet to the world, yet I am subdued even to the very quality of my love. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honor and his valiant parts I did my soul and fortunes consecrate. So, dear lords, if I be left behind, a moth of peace and he to go to war, the rights for which I love him are bereft me. And a heavy interim shall I support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
You must away tonight.
With all my heart. So please your good grace, my ensign, a man he is of honest and trust. To his conveyance I assign my wife, with what else needful your good grace shall think to have sent after me.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone.
2 or more, if thou hast eyes to see. She has betrayed her father, and may be.
My life upon her faith. Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I leave to thee. I prithee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring them about in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, of worldly matters and direction to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Oh,
Iago,
what sayest thou, noble hearts?
what must I do, thinkest thou?
Go to bed and sleep.
Nay, I shall incontinently drown myself.
Dost, I shall never love thee afterward, thou silly Joe.
It is silliness to live when life is torment. We have a prescription to die when life is so terrible. What should I do? I admit it is my shame to be so fond, but it is not my virtue to amend it.
It is merely a lust of the blood and a permission of the will. Come, be a man. Drown thyself, drown cats and blind puppies. I profess me thy friend, and I confess me knit to thy deserving with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better speed thee than now. Put money in thy purse. Follow thou the wars. Defeat thy favor with a usurped beard. I say, put money in thy purse. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love to the Moor. Put money in thy purse, nor he his to her. It was a violent commencement. Thou shalt see an answerable sequestration. Put but money in thy purse. These Moors are changeable in their wills. Fill thy purse with money. The food that is to him now as luscious as locusts shall be to him shortly as bitter as Colloquita. She must change for youth. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her ways. She must have change. She must, therefore, put money in thy purse. If thou wouldst need damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Make all the money thou canst. If sanctimony and a frail vow betwixt an erring barbarian and a supersubtle Venetian not too hard for my wits and all the tribe of hell, thou shalt enjoy her. Therefore, make money. The fox on drowning thyself is clean out of the way. Seek rather to be hanged, encompassing thy joy, than drown to go without her.
Will that be fast to my hopes if I depend upon the issue?
Thou art sure if we go, make money. I have told thee oft, and I retell thee again and again. I hate the more, thy cause is hard, and I have no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge, if thou canst couple him, thou dost thyself a sport, me a pleasure. Go to, farewell. Do you hear, Rodrigo?
What say you?
No more talk of drowning, do you hear?
I am changed. I'm gonna sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. But for mine own gain knowledge would profane if I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the boy. It's thought abroad that betwixt my sheets he's done my office. I know not if it be true, but I for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if were surety. He holds me well. Better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio's a proper man. Let's see now to get his place and to plume up my will in double knavery. How? Let's see. After some time to abuse Othello's ear that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The more is of a free and open nature that thinks men honest, that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it, it is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
Achieved a maid that Paragon's description and wild fame, when it excels the quirks of blazoning pens, and in the essential vesture of creation, does tie the engine up.
How now? Who is put in?
Oh, behold! The riches of the ship is come on shore, ye men of Cyprus,
Let have your needs. Hail to thee, lady, and by the grace of heaven before, behind thee, and on every hand, and wield your hand.
I thank thee, valiant Cassio. Now what tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He has not yet arrived, nor know I aught but that he's well and will shortly be here.
Good instant, you are welcome.
Welcome, mistress.
Let it not gore your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners thus. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Oh, sir, would she give you much of her lips as her tongue she oft bestows on me? Be you well assured you'll have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
Oh, in faith, too much I find when I have list to speak of before your ladyship I grant. She puts her tongue a little in her heart and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Oh, come on, you are pictures out of doors, bells in your parlors, wildcats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your housewifery, and housewives in your
Now
beds.
fie upon thee, slanderer.
Nay, it's true, else I am a Turk. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
Shall not write my praise.
No, let me not.
Yeah, he speaks home, madam. You may relish him more in the soldier than in the scholar.
Takes her by the palm, aye, well said, whisper, with as little a web as this feline snare, as great a fly as Cassio. Aye, smile upon her, too, I will jive thee in thine own courtship. You say, 'tis so indeed, if such tricks as these strip you out of your lieutenancy, it had been better you would not kiss those 3 fingers so oft which you are most apt to play the servant. Oh, very good, well kissed, an excellent courtesy. Yet again your fingers to your lips with the clyster pipes for your sake. The more!
Let us meet him and receive him.
Lo, where he comes.
Sweet Othello.
It brings me wonder, great is my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy. If it were now to die, 'twere now to be most happy. For I fear my soul hath her content so absolute that not another comfort like to this succeeds in unknown fate.
Oh, heavens forbid that our loves and comforts to increase even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. I cannot speak of this love. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this, the greatest discords be. whate'er our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now, but I'll set down the pegs that make this music as honest as I am.
Come, let us to the castle. News, friends, our wars are done. Oh, my sweet, I prattle out of fashion, and I do dote in mine own comforts. I prithee, good Iago, go to the bay and disembark my coffers. Come, Desdemona, once more well met at Cyprus.
Come hither. Thou beest valiant, as they say, base men being in love have the nobility in their natures more than is native them. Listen, the lieutenant tonight watches on the court of guard, but first I must tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with him.
With him? Why, 'tis impossible!
Did thou not see her paddle with the palm of his hand? Did thou not mark that?
I did, but that was but a courtesy.
I shall read by this hand an index and obscure prologue to the history of lust and foul thought. So they met so near with their lips that their breath embraced villainous thoughts, Roderigo. When these mutualities so marshal in this way, the master of main exercise comes close at hand, the incorporate conclusion. But be you ruled by me, I have brought you from Venice. Watch you tonight for the command. I'll lay it upon you. Cassio knows you not. I'll not be far from you. Do you find some occasion to anger him, either by speaking too loud, or taking his discipline, or from what other course the situation may more favorably minister?
Well,
Sir, he is rash and very sudden, and or haply may strike at you, provoking that he may. For even out of this will I cause these of Cyprus to mutiny, whose qualification shall come into no true course again but by the displanting of Cassio.
I will do this if I can bring it to any opportunity.
Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. She loves him, 'tis apt and of great credit. The more, albeit that I endure him not, is of a constant loving nature, and I dare think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, though peradventure, but partly led to diet my revenge. For I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leapt into my seat. The thought like a poisonous mineral doth gnaw my inwards. Which then to do? If this poor trash of Venice whom I trash for his quick hunting stands the putting on, I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip, abuse him to the more in my rank garb, for I do fear Cassio with my nightcap too. Make the Moor thank me, love me, and reward me for making him egregiously an ass, and practicing upon his peace and quiet even to madness. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
Good Michael, look you to the guard tonight. Let's teach ourselves that honorable stop-not-tout sport of discretion.
Iago hath direction what to do, but notwithstanding with my personal eye will I look to it.
Iago is most honest. Michael, good night. Tomorrow with your earliest, let me have speech with you. Come, Desdemona, the purchase made, the fruits are yet to ensue. That profit's yet to come between me and you. Good night.
Welcome, Iago, most of the watch.
Oh, Lieutenant, 'tis not yet 10 of the clock. Our general cast us thus early for the love of his Desdemona, who he has not yet made wanton the night with. She's sport for Jove.
She's a most exquisite lady.
I know warrant her fun of game.
Yes, indeed, she's a most fresh and delicate creature.
An eye she has, methinks it sounds a parley to provocation.
Yes, indeed, a most inviting eye, yet methinks right modest.
And when she speaks, is it not an alarm to love?
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stoup of wine, and here without are a brace of Cyprus gallons that we fain of a toast to the health of Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking, and could well wish courtesy would have meant some other custom of entertainment.
They are our friends, but one cup, I'll drink for you.
Oh, but I have drunk but one cup tonight already, and that too was craftily qualified, and behold what innovation it makes here. I'm fortunate in the infirmity and Did Dan not test my weakness with any home?
Well, man, this is a night of rest. The gods desire it.
Where are they?
Oh, here at the door. I pray you call it.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
Now, if I can fasten but one cup upon him, he'll be as full of quarrel and offense as my young mistress' dog. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards, am I to put Cassio in some action that may offend the idle? But here they come. If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails freely, both with wind and stream.
Oh God, they've given me a rouse already.
You're afraid the little one not past a pint.
Swine!
I am bored, Lieutenant, and I'll do you justice.
Let's have no more. Let's do our offense. Forgive us our sins. Gentlemen, let's do our business. This is my instant. This is my right hand. This is my left. I look up, gentlemen. I can stand well up and speak well enough.
Excellent, well.
Why, very well. You must not then think that I am drunk.
Trust him, now puts on him on some odd time of his infirmity will shake the silent.
But is he often thus?
Nevermore the prolong to his sleep, will watch the horror of a double set if drink rock not his cradle.
If we're well, the general will put in mind of it. Perhaps he sees it not, or in his good nature, prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio, and looks not unbelievable. Is not this true?
Oh, I say, after the lieutenant.
Oh, and 'tis great pity that the noble Moor should hazard such a place at his own second, one with ingraft infirmity. Oh, it were an honest action to say so to the Moor.
So did I say I do my Cassio. But hark, what noise?
You rascal! You rogue!
What's the matter, Lieutenant? Oh.
Well, and they teach me my duty. I'll beat the amateur and swing and bottle.
Beat me?
Dost thou pray, bro?
Nay, good Lieutenant, I pray you, sir, hold your hand.
Let go of me, sir. I'll knock you over the mazza.
Oh, come, you're drunk.
Drunk?
Wait, I'm praying you.
What is the matter here?
Lieutenant, Sir Montano, gentlemen, have you forgot all sense of place and duty?
He that stirs next to carve for his own rage holds his soul light. He dies upon his motion. What is the matter, masters? Honest Iago, who lookest dead with grieving, speak. Who began
I
this?
do not know, friends all but now, even now in terms like bride and groom divesting them from bed, but now, as if some planet had unwitted men's swords out, and opposition bloody tilting at one another's breasts. I cannot speak any beginning to these peevish odds. And would I had in action glorious lost these legs which brought me to a part of it.
How comes it, Michael? You are thus forgot.
I pray you pardon me. I cannot speak.
Worthy Montano, you were wont be civil. Give me answer to it.
Your officer, Iago, can inform you.
Iago! Who began
Touch me
this?
not so near. I would rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offense to Michael Cassio. And yet I will persuade myself to speak the truth should nothing hard forbear him. Thus it is. Montano and myself being in conversation, there comes a fellow crying out for help, and Cassio falling upon him with a determined sword to execute upon him. Sir, this gentlewoman steps in and entreats his pause. More of this matter I cannot report, but men are men. The best sometimes forget us. Men in rage strike those that wish the best, yet surely Cassio, I believe, received from him that fled some strange indignity which patience could not pass.
I know, Iago. Thy love and honesty doth mince this matter, making it like to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee, but never more be officer of mine.
What do you heard, Lieutenant?
I passed all surgery.
Harry, heaven forbid.
Reputation! I've lost my reputation. I've lost the immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestial.
As I am an honest man, I thought you had received some bodily wound. There is more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition of got without merit, lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. Come, man, there are ways to recover the general again. You are now but cast in his mood, and punishment more in policy than in malice, even as one would beat his offenseless dog to affright an imperious lion, and sue him again, and he's yours. I heartily wish this had not befallen you, but as the time, the place, and the condition of this country stands, mend it for your own good.
I shall ask him for my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard, and I have as many mouths as Hydra. Such an answer would stop them all. Oh, to
be a sensible man, by and by full and presently a beast. Oh, every inordinate cup is on blast, and the ingredient is a devil.
Oh, come, come. Good wine is a familiar creature. Exclaim no more against it. And, good lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I will prove it, sir. I drunk.
You or any man living may be drunk. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. They say so in this respect, for he hath given himself up to the contemplation, nay, and denotement of her parts and graces. Importune yourself to her. Confess yourself freely. She is of so kind, so apt, so free, so blessed a disposition. She holds it a vice in her goodness not to do more than is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband, entreat her to splinter, and my fortunes against any lay worth naming, this crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me
I
well.
protest in the sincerity of love and honest happiness.
I think it freely. Betimes in the morning, I will to virtuous Desdemona beseech to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here.
I wish the watch go to, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice I give is free and honest, probable to thinking and indeed the course to win them o'er again? For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit she's framed as fruitful as the free elements. And then for her to win the more, were it to renounce his baptismal seals and symbols of redeemed sin, his soul is so infettered of her love that she may make, unmake, do what she likes, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How am I going to fill him? To counsel Cassio in this parallel course directly to his good. Divinity of hell. When devils will the blackest sins put on, they do it first with heavenly shows, as do I now. For, whilst this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence in his ear that she repeals him for her body's lust. And by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Rodrigo?
I do follow thee here in the chase, not like a hound that hunts, rather one that fills up the cry. My money is almost spent, and I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled. I think the issue will be I will have so much more experience for my pain, so with no money at all and a little bit more of it, return again to them.
Poor are they that have not patience. What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Thou knowest we work by wit and not by witchcraft, and wit depends on dilatory time. Away, I say, thou shalt no more hereafter. Two things are to be done. My wife must move for Cassio to her mistress. I'll set her on. Myself allow to draw them more apart and bring him jump when he may Cassio find soliciting his mistress. Aye, that's the way. Don't not device by coldness or delay. You have not been at bed then?
Why no, the day had broke before we parted. I have made bold, Iago, to send in to your wife my suit to her, that she will to virtuous Desdemona procure me some access.
I'll send her to you presently, and I'll devise a means to draw them more apart, so that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it. Never knew a Florentine more kind and honest.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure be well. General and his wife are talking of it. She speaks for you stoutly. More replies that she you hurt is of great fame in Cyprus and great affinity, and that in wholesome wisdom he might not but refuse you. But he protests he loves you, and needs no further suitor than his likings to take the safest occasion by the front to bring you in again.
Yet I beseech you, if you think it fit, or that it may be done, give me some advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
Pray come in. I shall bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom. freely.
I am much bound to you.
That's an honest fellow. Do not doubt I will make my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he's never anything but your true servant.
I know it, I thank thee. You do love my lord, be thou assured he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a polite distance.
Aye, lady, but that policy may either last so long, or feed upon such a nice and water stitch, or breed itself so out of circumstance that I, being absent to my place applied, my general will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Amelia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, that if I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it even to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch, tame, and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, and his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore, be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor would rather die than give away thy cause.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
We're not staying here to speak.
Madam, I'm very ill at ease and unfit for my own purposes.
Well, to your discretion.
Huh, I like not bad.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord, or if I know not what.
Not that Cassio parted from my wife.
Cassio, no, I cannot think that you would steal away so guilty like seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my lord? I have been talking with a suitor here who languishes in your displeasure.
Who is it you mean?
Why, Lieutenant Cassio, good my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, let this present reconciliation take, for if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. Prithee, call him back.
Wind he hence now?
I sooth, so humbly he hath left part his grief with me to suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Oh, not now, Desdemona. Some other time.
Shall it be shortly?
The sooner, sweet, for you.
But when shall it be? Tell me, Othello. I wonder in my soul what you should ask me that I should deny you or stand so mannering on. What, Michael Cassio? He who hath come a-wooing with you so many a time, who when I spoke of you dispraisingly, hath taken your part to have so much to do to bring him in. Trust me, I could do much.
I pray thee, no more. Let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing. Whereon I do beseech you, grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No. Farewell.
Farewell, my Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight. Excellent wretch! Perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos has come again.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Michael Cassio, when you first wooed my lady, know of your love?
Aye, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for satisfaction of my thought, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think you'd been acquainted with her, that is all.
Ah, yes, very well, and came between us very often.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aye, indeed. Discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord?
Honest. Aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
Well, what dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord. By heaven, he echoes me, as if there were some monster in his thoughts too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say, even now thou likest not that, when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee that he was of my counsel through my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed! And didst contract and purse thy brow together, as if thou then hadst shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me thy thoughts.
My lord, you know I love you.
Oh, I think thou dost. And for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and doth weigh thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore, these thoughts of thine frighten me the more. For such things in a false, disloyal knave are tricks of custom. But in a man that's just, they're close dilations, working from the heart that passion cannot rule.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn I think that he is honest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem, or they were not what they might seem now.
Certain.
Why then?
Men should be what they seem.
I think Cassio's an honest man.
Nay, there's more in this. I prithee, Iago, as thou dost ruminate, speak to me as to thy thinkings. Give thy worst of thoughts, the worst of words.
Good, my lord, pardon me, though I'm bound to every act of duty. I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Are my thoughts, why, say they are vile and false, and where's that palace wherein two foul things sometimes intrude not? Who has a breast so pure, but some uncleanly apprehensions keep leets and holidays, and in session sit with meditations love?
Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago, if thou but thinkst him wrong, and makest his ear stranger to thy thoughts.
I do beseech you, though I perchance am vicious in my guesses, I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and of my jealousy shapes faults that are not from one out of your wisdom, yet would take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble out of my smatterings. Now, if it were not for your quiet, nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. He who steals my purse steals trash. 'Twas something, nothing, 'twas mine, 'twas his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that robs me of my good name filches of me that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
Beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds, although the cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger, but when damned in minutes tells hero who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet strongly loves.
Why? Why is this? Thinkest thou I'd make a lie of jealousy, to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicion? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat, when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exsupplicate and blown surmises matching thy inference. It is not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor for mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt. For she had eyes, and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove. And on the proof, there's no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad of it, for now I shall have reason to show you the love and duty that I am bound, therefore receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof, but look to your wife, observe her well with Cassio. Where your eye thus not jealous nor secure, I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. Look to it. I know our country disposition well. In Venice they do let heaven see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but to let it unknown. I see thus hath a little dashed your spirits.
Not a jot. Not a jot.
In faith, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from my love. But I do see you're moved. I and to pray you not to strain my speech to grosser issues, nor to larger reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
Should you do so, my lord, my speech should fall in such vile success as my thoughts say not that Cassio is my worthy friend. But I do see you moved.
No, not much moved. I do not but think Desdemona's honest.
Long live she so, long live you to think so.
Oh, and yet how nature erring from itself doth...
That's the point, as to be so bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereinto all things in nature tend.
Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost know, let me know more. Set thy wife on her to observe. Leave me, Iago.
Lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless knows more, much more than he unfolds.
Good my lord, pardon me. I would I might entreat you to scan this thing no further and leave it to time. Though it be fit that Cassio have his pleas, for sure he fills it up with great ability, yet if it please your honor to hold him off a while, you shall by that observe him in his means. No, you will maybe strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity. Much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, as I have worthy cause to fear I am. I beseech your honor, and once more take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, oh, then her dear jesses were my heartstrings. I'd whistle her off and let her down the wind to pray at fortune. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites. I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' use. Yet, 'tis the plague of great ones. Prerogative are they less than the base. 'Tis destiny unshunnable like death. Even then this forked plague is fated to us when we do quicken. Oh, Desdemona comes. If she be false, oh, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain here upon my forehead.
Oh, Faith, that's with watching 'twill away again. I'll bind it hard, and within this hour it shall be well.
Your napkin is too little. Come, let it alone. I will go in with thee.
I'm very sorry you are not well.
I'm glad I found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it. She so loves the token. For he conjured her that she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work taken out of it and give it to Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fantasy.
How now, do you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
Oh, a thing for me. It is a common thing
Oh, ha.
to have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? What the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which you so often did bid me steal?
I stole it from her.
No. If Faith, she let it drop by negligence, and I, to the advantage being here, took it up. Look, here it is.
Oh, good wench, give it to me.
What will you do with it? Now that you've been so earnest to have me filch it.
Why? What's that to you? I have some use for it. Don't leave me. I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it. Trifles light as air, art the jealous, confirmation strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The more already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poison, which at first are scarce found in his taste, but with a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulfur. I didn't say so. Look, where he comes.
False to me.
Oh, now, General, no more of that.
Avaunt, begone, thou hast set me on the rack. I swear it's better to be much abused than but to know it a little.
How now?
What sense had I of her stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips. He that is robbed, not wanting what is stolen, let him not know it, and he's not robbed at all. Oh, villain, be sure thou prove my love a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hadst been better have been born a dog than answer my weight brass.
Is it come to this?
Make me to see it, or at least so prove it that the probation bear no hinge nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life.
My noble lord.
If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head horrors accumulate. Do deeds to make heaven weep, all earth amazed. For nothing canst thou to damnation add greater than that.
Oh, grace! Oh, heaven be with you. Are you a man? Have you fool or sense? Take mine office, oh wretched fool that livest to make honesty a vice. Take note, a world to be direct and honest is not safe. Well, thank you for this profit, and from hence I'll love no friends, if love breeds such offense.
Nay, stay. Thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty's a fool who loses that it works for.
By the world, I think my wife be honest, and think she is not. I think that thou art just, and think that thou art not. I'll have some proof.
See, sir, you're eaten up with passion. I do repent that which I put up to you. You would be satisfied.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I do not like the office, but since I am entered in this cause so far, pricked by foolish love and honesty, I will continue. I lay with Cassio recently, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are the kinds of men so loose of soul that in their sleep will mutter their affairs. One of this kind was Cassio. In sleep, I did hear him say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary. Let us hide on love's cursed fate that gave thee to the Moor."
Oh, monstrous. Monstrous.
This was but his dream.
But this denoted a foregone
This may
conclusion.
help to demonstrate against other proofs that do demonstrate them. But be wise, we see nothing yet. Tell me but this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not of that, but such a token, I am sure it was your wife. Did I see Cassio today wipe his mouth?
If it be that,
or if it be any that were hers, it speaks against her with the other proofs.
oh, that the slave had 40,000 lives. One is too poor, too weak for my great revenge. Now do I see 'tis true. Look here, Iago. All my fond love thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone.
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago. I greet thy love not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounteous. I will upon the instant put thee to it. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say, Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request, but let her live.
Damn her! Lewd minx, oh damn her! Come, go with me apart. I will withdraw to furnish me with some swift means of death for the fair thou my lieutenant?
I am your own forever.
Where should I lose that handkerchief, Amelia?
I know not, madam.
I would rather lose my purse, but that my noble Moors, true of mind and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are, twere enough to put him into ill thinking.
Is he not jealous?
Who he? I think the sun where he were born drew such humors from him.
Look where he comes.
I will not even now to answer. How now, my lord?
Well, my good lady. How do you, Desdemona?
Well, my good lord.
Let me see your hand. 'Tis a good hand. A frank one.
You may indeed say so, for it is the hand that gave away my heart.
A liberal hand. The hearts of old gave hands, but our new heraldry is hands, not hearts.
I cannot speak of this. Come, your promise.
What promise, Chuck?
I've sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have a salt and sorry room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you?
I have it not about me.
Not.
No, indeed, my lord.
That is a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it, or made gift of it, my father's eye should hold her low, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She dying gave it me, and bade me when my fate would have me wife to give it her. I did so, and take heed on it. Make it a darling like your precious eye. To lose it or give it away were such perdition as nothing else could match.
Is it possible?
'Tis true. There's magic in the web of it. A sibyl that had numbered in the world the sun to course 200 compasses, in her prophetic fury sewed the work. The worms were hallowed that did breed the silk, and it was dyed in mummy that the skillful conserved of maidens' hearts.
Then I would to God I'd never seen it.
Is it gone? Is it lost? Is it out of the way?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash? I say it is not lost.
Well, fetch it. Let me see it.
So I can, sir, but I will not now. This is a trick to put me off my suit. Pray talk to me of Cassio.
Now, fetch me the handkerchief. My mind misgives.
Pray talk to me of Cassio.
The handkerchief!
A man that all this time have founded his good fortunes on thy love, have braved
The
dangers.
handkerchief!
Sooth, you were to blame.
Away.
Is he not jealous?
I never saw this before. There must be some wonder in this handkerchief. I'm most unhappy at the loss of him.
'Tis but a year or two shows us a man. They're all but stomachs, and we all but food, to eat us hungrily, and when they are done, they belch us. Look you, Cassio and my husband.
There is no other way till she must do it. And lo, the happiness, go and importune her.
And now, good Cassio, what's the news with you?
Madam, my former suit, I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist and be a member of his love, whom I, with all the office of my heart, do entirely honor. I would not be so delayed if my offense be of such mortal kind that nor my service past, nor present sorrows, nor purpose, merit, and futurity can ransom me into his love again. But to those so must be my benefit. So shall I clothe myself up in some false contentment, shut myself up to some other course in fortune's arms.
Alas, thrice gentle Cassio, my avocation is not in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor shall I know him. Were he in favor as in humors altered. Every spirit sanctified, I spoke for you all my best, and stood in the blank of his displeasure for my free speech. You must a while be patient. What I can do, I will. And more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice you.
I will go meet him. There's matter in it indeed if he be angry.
I pray you do so. Something sure of state hath peddled his clear spirit.
Pray heaven it be of state matters as you think. No conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, I never gave him cause.
Jealous minds will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for that they are jealous. 'Tis a monster begot upon itself, born of itself.
Heaven keep that monster from Othello's mouth. I will go seek him. Cassio, walk here about. If I do find it fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
I humbly thank you, ladyship.
Same to you, friend Cassio.
How is it with you, my most sweet Bianca? I was just coming to your house, sweet love.
And I was going to your lodging.
What?
Keep a week away, 7 days and 7 nights, 8 scored hours, and lovers' absent hours more tedious than the dial 8 score 8 times. Oh, weary reckoning.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have this one thoughts being pressed, but I shall and will continue in time to strike over the score of absence. Take me this work out.
Oh, Cassio, whence came this?
I know not. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well, ere it be demanded as like enough it will. I have a copy. Take it to it and leave me again.
Leave you? Wherefore?
Oh, I attend you on the general and think of no addition, nor my wish to have him see me woman.
And why, I pray tell?
Oh, not that I love you not.
But that you do not love me. I pray you, bring me on the way a little while and tell me when I shall see you soon again at night.
'Tis but a little way I can bring you. I attend here, but I shall see you soon.
'Tis very good. I must be circumstanced.
Will you think so?
Think so, Iago?
To kiss in private.
An unauthorized
Or to be
kiss.
naked with her friend in bed an hour or more, not meaning any harm.
Naked in bed, Iago, and not mean harm? It is hypocrisy against the devil. They that mean virtuously yet do so. The devil their virtue tempts, and they tempt heaven.
But so they do nothing, 'tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give
Her
that?
honor's an essence that's not seen. They have it off that have it not. But for the handkerchief.
Oh, by heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst, it comes o'er my memory like the raven or the infected house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
I want that.
That's not so good now. Hath he said anything?
He hath, my lord, but be you well assured, no more than him I swear.
What hath he said?
Faith that he did, I know not what he did.
What?
Lie
With her?
with her, on her, what you
Lie with her? Lie on her? We say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. That's fulsome. confess, and then to be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged, and then to confess. Oh, I tremble at it. Nature would not invest herself in such shadowing passion without some instruction. Oh, it is not words that shape me thus. Pish, nose, ears, lips. Is it possible? Oh, handkerchief. Fesh. Oh, devil.
But hold, my lord, I say Othello. How now, Cassio?
What's the matter?
My lord's fallen into an epilepsy. This is his second fit. He had one yesterday.
Oh, brother,
Oh, no, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course on. Do not withdraw yourself. He will recover straight. When he is gone, I will on great occasion speak with you. How is it, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Did he confess it?
Good sir, be a man. Think every bearded fellow that's but yoked may draw with you. There's millions now alive which nightly lie in those improper beds which they dare swear peculiar. Your case is better. Oh, 'tis the spite of hell. The fiends arc mock to let a wanton, insecure couch and to suppose her chaste. Now let me know. And knowing what I am, I know what she shall be.
Oh, thou art wise. 'Tis certain.
Stand you a while apart. Confine yourself in a patient list. While you are here, overwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unsuiting such a man, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return and here speak with me, the which he promised. Do but cave yourself and mark the fleers, the jibes, and notable scorns which dwell in every region of his face, for I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. Marry patience, or I shall say you are all in spleen and nothing of a man, but yet keep time of all. Now, why question Cassio of Bia? A housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes, it is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as 'tis the strumpet's play to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. But here he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad. Is his unbookish jealousy must construe poor Cassio's gestures and like behaviors quite in the wrong. How is it now, Lieutenant?
The worse that you give me the addition whose want even kills me.
My Desdemona, well, and you are sure onto it. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly it should speed.
Alas, poor caitiff.
I never knew woman loved men so.
Alas, poor, I think in faith she loves me.
Faith she gives out that you shall marry. Hey, do you intend?
What? I marry? What? A customer, prithee. Bear some charity to my way. Do not think it's so unwholesome.
Oh, faith she gives out that you shall marry.
Prithee, say true.
I am a very villain else.
This is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my own promise. She was here, but even now, she haunts me everywhere. I was the other day at the seabank, talking with certain Venetians, and thither comes the ball, and by the sand she pulls me thus about my neck, and hangs and lolls and weeps upon me, and hails and pulls me.
Oh, before me where she comes.
Mary, what do you mean by this haunting of me?
What the devil does damn haunt you? What do you mean by the same handkerchief that you give me even now? I was a fine fool to take it, and now I must take out the work? A likely piece of work that you should find this in your bedchamber and not know who left it there. This is a minx token, and I must take out the work. There, give it to your hobby horse. Whithersoever you found it, I'll take her no work on it.
How now, I sweet Bianca? How now, how now?
By heaven, that should be my handkerchief.
And you will come to supper tonight? You may, but you will not come when your next called for.
After her.
And faith I must also rail in the street, else.
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Oh, Iago.
Did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours by this hand, and you see how he prizes this foolish woman, your wife. She hath given it him, and he hath given it his whore.
I would have him 9 years of killing. A fine woman. A fair woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye, let her rot, and perish and be damned, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone. I strike it and it hurts my hand. But yet, the world hath not a sweeter creature. She might lie by an emperor's side and command him tasks.
Now, you must forget that. That's not your way.
Hang her. I do but say what she is. So delicate with her needle, an admirable musician. Oh, she would sing the savageness out of a bear, and of so plenteous a wit and invention.
She's the worse for all this.
Oh, aye, 1,000 times. But then, of so gentle a condition.
I too gentle.
Nay, 'tis certain. But yet the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago. The pity of it, Iago.
If you are so fond of her iniquity, give her patent to offend, for if it touch not you, it comes near nobody.
Get me some poison. Iago, this night I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even in the bed she hath contaminated.
Good. Good. The justice of it pleases.
Sir Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent good.
Does Ludovico come from the Duke and see your wife is with him?
Save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and Senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
Good Signor, welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord a most unkind breach, but you shall make it well.
Is there a twixt between my lord and Cassio?
Oh, a most unhappy one. But I would do much to atone them for the love I bear Cassio.
Fire and brimstone!
My lord?
Are you wise?
What, is he angry?
It may be the letter that moved him, for as I think they do command him home, debuting Cassio in his government.
Trust me, I'm glad on
Oh, indeed.
My lord?
I am glad to see you mad.
My sweet Othello.
Devil!
I do not deserve this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Oh, devil, devil. If but that earth could teem with woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not say to offend you.
A truly obedient lady. I do see, said lordship. Call her back.
Mistress.
My lord?
What would you with her, sir?
Who, I, my lord?
Aye. You did wish that I would make her turn. And she can turn, sir, and turn, and yet go on, and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep. And she's obedient. As you say, obedient. Very obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this, oh, well-painted passion. I am commanded home. Get you gone, I'll send for you anon. I will obey the mandate and shall return to Venice. Hence, avaunt! Cassio shall have my place. And, sir, tonight I do entreat that we may sup together. You are welcome, sir, to Cyprus.
Is this the noble war, whom our full senate calls all and all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake, whose solid virtue neither the shot of accident nor the dart of chance could neither graze nor pierce?
He is much changed.
His wit safe, is he not light of brain?
He's that he is. I may not breathe my censure what he might be, if what he might he is not. I would to heaven he were.
What strike his wife?
Faith, yet would I know that stroke would prove the worst.
Is this use, or did the ledgers work on his blood and do great this fault?
Alas, it is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall follow him that I may save my speech, and his own courses shall denote. Do but go on and mark how he continues.
I'm sorry to be misplaced in him.
What is your will, my lord?
Pray, child, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Look into my eyes. Let me see your face.
What horrible fancy's this?
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it. Damn thyself, lest being like one of heaven, the devils themselves should fear to seize thee. Therefore be double damned. Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Oh, heaven truly knows that thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord, with whom, how am I false?
Oh, Desdemona, away! Away. Away.
Alas, the heavenly day. Why do you weep? Am I the motive for these tears? If haply you, my father, do suspect an instrument of this, your calling back, lay not your blame on me. For if you have lost him, why, I have lost him too.
Had it pleased heaven to try me with affliction, had they rained down all kinds of sores and shames on my bare head, steeped me in poverty to the very lips, given to captivity, me and my utmost hopes, I should have found in some place in my soul a drop of patience. But alas, to make me a fixed figure for the time of scorn, to point his slow, unmoving finger at. Yet could I bear that too? Well, very well. But there, where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, the fountain from the which my current runs or else dries up, to be discarded thence, or to keep as a cistern for foul toads to not engender in. Turn thy complexion there, thou young rose-lipped cherubim. I look grim as hell.
I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Oh, I, as the summer flies are in the shambles that quicken even with blowing. Oh, thou weed, who art so lovely fair, and smellest as sweet as to make the sense ache at thee. Would thou hadst never been born.
Alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
Was this fair paper, this most goodly book, made to write whore upon? What committed? Committed, oh thou public commoner, I should make very forges of my cheeks that would to cinders burn up modesty did I but speak thy deeds. What committed? Heaven stops the nose at it and the moon winks. The body wind that kisses all that it meets is hushed within the hollow mind of earth and will not hear it. What committed? Impudent, strumpet!
Heaven, you do me wrong.
Are you not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian to preserve this vessel for my lord from any other foul, unlawful touch, be not to be a strumpet, I am none.
What? Not a whore? I cry you mercy then. I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello. You, mistress, They have the office opposite to St. Peter and keep the gates of hell. You. Keep our counsel. There's money for your pains. I pray you, turn the key and keep it.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady?
Faith, half asleep.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lord?
With who?
Why, with my lord, madam?
Who is thy lord?
He that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk to me, Amelia, for I cannot weep, nor answer have I none, but that should go by water. Tonight lay on my bed my wedding sheet. Call thy husband hither. Tis meet that I should be used so, very meet. How have I behaved that he might take the smallest opinion of my least misuse?
What's your pleasure, madam? How is it with you?
I cannot tell those who do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He might get chid me so in faith I am a child to chiding.
What's the matter?
Alas, Iago, my lord hath so abhorred her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her as true hearts cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she said my lord could say I was.
He called her whore. Becker in his drink could not have laid such terms upon his callant.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Do not weep, alas the day.
Is my wretched fortune?
Shrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Heaven doth know.
I will be hanged. Some insinuating rogue, some eternal villain, some cogging, cozening slave, to get some office, have not devised this slander. I'll be hanged else.
Why, there is no such man. It is impossible.
Any such there be, heaven pardon him.
A halter pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What time? What place? What form? What likelihood? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave, some base, notorious knave, some scurvy fellow. Oh heavens! That such companions doth unfold and put in every honest hand a whip to lash the rascals naked through the world, even from east to west.
Speak within door.
Fire upon them! Some such squire he was that turned your wit the sea side without and made you to suspect me with the Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
Good Iago, how shall I win my lord again? For by this light of heaven, I know not how I lost him.
It is but his humour. The business of the state does him some offence, and he does chide with you.
But 'twere not.
It is so, but I mourn. Go in and weep not. All things shall be well.
I do not think thou didst justly with me.
On the contrary,
Every day thou dabbest me with some device, Iago, and yet, as it seems to me now, keepest me from all conveniency rather than suppliest me with the least advantage of hope. I will indeed no longer endure it, nor am I yet persuaded to put up in peace what I have already foolishly suffered.
will you hear me?
Faith, I have heard too much, for your words and your actions are no kin together.
Charge me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. I have wasted out of my means the jewels you had me delivered to Desdemona. You had told me she received them and returned me such expectations and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find none.
Go to, very well, go to.
Very well, go to. I cannot go to, man. Your tis not very well. Nay, I begin to think it is scurvy, and find myself caught in it.
Very
No! No, I tell you, it is not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return me my jewels, I will give over my unlawful suit and repent my solicitation. If not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
You have said now.
I and yet said nothing but what I protest intendment of doing.
Why, now I see there's metal in thee, and even from this instant, build on thee a better opinion than ever before. Give me thy hand, Rodrigo. If thou hast that in thee indeed, which I have greater reason to suspect now than ever, by that I mean purpose, courage, and valor, this night show it. If thou the next night enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery and devise engines against my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there is a special commission come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Why then Othello and Desdemona will return again to Venice?
No, he goes away into Mauritania and takes away with him the fair Desdemona. Unless his abode be lingered here by some accident, none of which could be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean removing him?
Why, by making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brains.
This you would have me do?
Aye, if you dare yourself a prophet and a right. He sups tonight with harlotry, and thither will I go. To him he knows not yet of his horrible fortune. If you will watch his going, and which I will fasten to fall between the hours of 12 and 1, you may take him at your leisure. I will be near to second your attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed. I will show you such a necessity in his death, you shall think yourself bound to put it forward. Come, it is now high supper time, and the night goes to waste. About it.
How goes it now?
He said he will return incontinent. He hath commanded me to go to bed and bid me dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It is his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, give me my nightly wearing and due. We must not now displease him.
How would you've never seen him?
My mother had a maid called Barbara. She loved, and the man she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow, an old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune, and she died singing it. Tonight that song will not go from my mind, and I have much to do but to hang my head all at one side and sing it like poor Barbara. The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing on the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, willow, willow. The soft stream ran by her, murmured her moans. Sing willow, willow, willow. Her soft tears ran from her and softened the stones. Sing willow, willow. These men, these men. Tell me, in conscience, Amelia, dost thou think there be women that do abuse their husbands in such a gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why? Would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Well, I neither by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why, the world's a huge thing. 'Tis a great price for a small vice.
Troth, I think thou wouldst not.
In truth, I think I should.
Beshrew me if I would ever do such a wrong to the whole world.
Why, the wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labor, 'tis a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right.
Do not think there is any such a woman.
Yes, a dozen. And as many as to the vantage would store the world they played for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults, if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties, pouring our treasures.
Here, stand behind this bulk, straight will he come. Where thy rapier bare, and put it home quick, quick, fear nothing, all be at thy elbow. It vexes us or it lures us, think on that, and fix most firm thy resolution.
In your hand I may miscarry.
Here at thy hand be bold and take thy stand.
For with my sword he dies.
I've rubbed this young quant almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether he kill Cassio, or Cassio do kill him, or each do kill the other, each way makes my game. Live Rodrigo, he calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels which I robbed from him as gifts to Desdemona. No, it must not be. If Cassio do remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life which makes me ugly. And besides, the more may unfold me to him, there stand I in much peril. No, he must die. But so, I hear him coming.
I know his gait. 'Tis he. Villain! Thou diest!
Well, my coat is better than thou knowest.
Now I will make proof of thine. Oh, I am slain.
I mean forever help! Oh, murder! Well, help! Light sergeant! I don't know what, no passage! Murder!
'Tis some mischance. The cry's very direful.
Oh, help!
Nobody come? Then I shall bleed to death.
Here comes one in his shirt. Who's there? Whose voice is this that one's on murder?
We do not know.
Did you not hear a cry?
For heaven's sake, help me!
What's the matter?
This is Othello's ensign, I take it.
The same indeed, a very valiant fellow.
What do you hear the cry so grievously?
Oh, Iago? Oh, I am spoiled, undone by villains. Give me some help!
Oh, me, Lieutenant, what villains have done this?
I think that one of them is hereabout, unable to make away.
Treacherous villains! What are you there? Come in and give some help.
Oh, help me here! That's one of them!
Oh, treacherous slave! Oh, villain!
Damn you, Iago! You inhuman dog!
Gentlemen in the dark, where be these bloody thieves? How silent is this town? Help! Oh, murder! Murder! What are you? Are you of good or evil?
As you shall prove us, praise us.
Senor Lodovico.
He, sir.
I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio, hurt by villains. How is it, brother?
My leg is cut in two.
Harry, heaven forbid.
What is the matter, Pope? Who is it that
Who
cries?
is it that cried?
Oh, my sweet Cassio. Oh, my dear Cassio. Oh, Cassio, Cassio, Cassio!
Notable strumpet! Cassio, may you suspect who there are who have thus many like you?
No.
Oh, lend me a garter, for a chair to bear him more easily hence.
Alas, he faints. Cassio, Cassio!
Gentlemen all, I do suspect this trash may be some party to this injury. Patience a while, good Cassio. Come, know me this face or no? Alas, my dear friend and countryman Rodrigo. Oh, heaven, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
'Tis he.
some good men bear him hence. I'll fetch the general surgeon. Save you your pains, mistress. Cassio, he that lies here slain was my dear friend. What malice was between you?
None in the world, nor do I know the man.
What, you pale? Bear him out the air.
What's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio here hath been set on in the dark by Rodrigo and villains that are escaped. He's almost slain and Rodrigo dead.
Alaska, gentlemen, Alaska Cassio.
This is the fruit of whoring. Prithee, Amelia, go know of Cassio where he supped tonight. Why do you shake at that?
He slept at my house, but therefore I shake not.
Did he? I charge you, go with me. Fie upon thee, strumpet.
I'm no strumpet, but of life as honest as you that thus abuse me.
I'm gentlemen, let's go see poor Cassio dressed. You, mistress, must tell us another tale. Amelia, run you to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what hath happened. Will you go on, pray? This is the night that either makes me or fordoes me quite.
It is the cause. It is the cause, oh my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers, snow and smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, else she'll betray more men. Put out the light, then put out the light. If I do quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can thy former light restore, should I repent me. But once put out thy light, thou cunningest pattern of excelling nature, I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light relume. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It must needs wither. I'll smell it on the tree. Oh, balmy breath, that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more. One more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. One more. And this the last. So sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but they are cruel tears. This sorrow strikes where it doth love. She wakes.
Who's there? Othello?
Aye, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my lord.
If you bethink yourself of any crime unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight.
Alas, I do not know what you mean by this.
Well, go on. Be quick. I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit. No, heaven forfend. I would not kill thy soul.
Talk thou of killing?
I do.
Heaven have mercy on me.
Amen. With all my heart.
If you can say so, I hope you will not kill me.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to you.
Aye. And for that thou diest.
That's unnatural that kills for loving. Why gnaw your nether lips? Some bloody passion shakes your very frame. These are portents, yet I hope they do not point on me.
Peace and be still.
I will so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief, which I so loved and gavest thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No, by my life,
Sweet soul, take heed. Take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
I, but not yet to die.
Yes, presently.
Lord, have mercy on me.
I say amen.
Well, if you say so, you have mercy too. I never did offend you in my life, never loved Cassio, but with the general warranty of heaven as I might love, never gave him token.
By heaven, I saw my handkerchief in his hand. Oh, perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart and makest me call what I intend to do a murder, which I thought a sacrifice. He had my handkerchief.
He found it then. Call for the man, let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed
What, my lord?
that he hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully?
I.
He will not say so.
No. His mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath taken order for it.
Oh, my fear interprets. What, is he dead?
Had all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
Alas, he is betrayed and I am undone.
Count, strumpet! Weepest thou for him to my face?
Banish me, my lord, but kill me not!
Down, strumpet!
Kill me tomorrow, my lord!
Nay, there is no pause.
But half an hour!
It is too late. What noise is this? Not yet dead? Not yet quite dead? I that am cruel am yet merciful. I would not have thee linger in thy pains. So.
I do beseech you that I may speak with you, O good my lord.
Yes, 'tis Emilia. By and by, she's dead. 'Tis like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. The noise was here. No more moving. Still as the grave. Shall she come in? Were it good, I think she stirs again. What's best to do? If she come in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife? My wife? What wife? I have no wife. Oh, insupportable. Oh, heavy hour. Methinks it should be like an huge eclipse of sun and moon, and that the affrighted globe should yawn at alteration.
Good my lord, I would speak a word with you.
Oh, I had forgot thee. Oh, come in, Emilia. What is the matter with thee now?
Good my lord, yonder's found murders done.
What now?
What now, my lord?
'Tis the very error of the moon. She comes more nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Cassio, my lord, hath killed a young Venetian called Rodrigo.
Rodrigo killed? And Cassio
No,
killed?
Cassio was not killed.
Not Cassio killed? Then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge grows harsh.
Falsely murdered.
Out, alas, that was my lady's voice. Oh, well, help! Sweet lady, speak again. Sweet Desdemona, speak. Sweet mistress, speak.
I killed this death, I died.
Who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Farewell. Commend me to my kind lord. Farewell.
Why? How should she be murdered?
Alas, who knows?
You heard her say herself 'twas not I.
She said so. I must needs report the truth.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her. She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil!
Oh, she was false as water.
Thou art rash as fire to say that she was false, for she was heavenly true!
Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else. Oh, I were damned beneath all depth in hell, but that I did proceed upon just grounds to this extremity. Thy husband knew it all. been true, if heaven had made me such another world of one entire and perfect chrysolite, I'd not have sold her for it.
My husband.
Aye, 'twas he that told me first. An honest man he is, and hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
My husband.
What needs this iteration, woman? I say thy husband.
Villainy, mistress, villainy of big mocks with love. My husband, say that she was false.
He, woman, I say thy husband. Dost understand the word? My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
If he say so, may his pernicious soul rot. Half a grain a day he lies to the heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain. Help! Help! Oh, help! The Moor has killed my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What is the matter? How now, General?
Are you come, Iago? You've done well, that men must lay their murders on your neck.
What's the matter?
Disprove this villain. If thou beest a man, he says thou toldst him that his wife was false. I know thou didst not. Thou not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told him no more than what he himself found was apt and true.
Did you ever say that she was false?
I did.
You told a lie. A damned, odious lie. By my soul, a lie, a wicked lie. She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, go to charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered in her bed, and your reports have set the murder on.
Nay, stare not, masters. 'Tis true indeed.
It's a strange truth.
Villainy. Villainy. Villainy.
What, are you mad? I charge you, get you home.
Good gentlemen, let me have leave to speak. 'Tis proper I obey him, but not now. Perchance, Iago, I will ne'er go home. Nay, get thee down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lick of eye.
Oh, she was foul. 'Tis pitiful, yet Iago knows that she with Cassio hath the act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio confessed it, and she did gratify his amorous works with that reconnaissance and pledge of love that I first gave her. 'Twas a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother.
Oh, heaven. Oh, heavenly powers.
Hold your peace.
Twill out, I peace. No, I will speak as liberal as the north. Let heaven and men and devils, let them all cry out shame against me, that I will speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not. Listen.
Fine! You're sword upon a woman!
Thou Dolmore! That handkerchief thou speakst of, I found by fortune, and did give my husband. For often, with a solemn earnestness, more than indeed belonged to such a trifle, he begged of me to steal it.
Villainous whore.
She, give it Cassio. No, indeed, I found it, and I did give it my husband.
Filth, thou
I do not.
liest.
I do not, gentlemen. Murderous coxcomb. What would such a fool do with so good a woman?
Are there no stones in heaven but that which serve for thunder? Press!
Woman falls. Surely I've killed his wife.
I am not valiant neither, but ever puny whipster gets my sword. But why should honor outlive honesty? Oh, let it go all.
Where is this rash and most unfortunate man?
That is he that was Othello. Here I am.
Ah, Othello, thou wert once so good, fallen in the practice of a damned slave. What shall be said to thee?
Why, anything. An honorable murder, if you will. For naught I did in hate, but all in honor.
This wretch hath in part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
Dear General, I never gave you cause.
I do believe you, and I beg your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand that demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body.
Oh, demand me nothing. What you know. From this point forth, I never will speak word.
Sir, you shall understand what hath befallen, which as I think you know not. Here is a letter found in the pocket of the slain Rodrigo, and here another. The one of them imports the death of Cassio to be undertook by Rodrigo.
Oh, villains, grievous and most...
And here another discontented paper, and this one, it seems, Rodrigo meant to have sent this damned villain, but that belike Iago in the interim came in and satisfied him.
Oh, thou pernicious caitiff. Cassio, will you tell me, how is it that you came by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber. And there, he himself confessed, but even now that there he dropped it for a special purpose which wrought to his desire.
Oh, fool. Fool.
There is besides, in Rodrigo's letter, how he upbraids Iago. That he made him brave me upon the watch, whereon it came that I was cast. And but even now he spake, after long seeming dead. Iago heard him, Iago set him on.
You must forsake this room, and go with us. Your power and your command are taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. As for the slave, if there can be any cunning cruelty that can torment him long and hold him long, it shall be this. You shall close prisoner rest, till that the nature of your faults can be known to the Venetian state. Come. Take him away.
Soft you. A word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. In your letters, when you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am. Nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then must you speak of one who loved not wisely, but too well. Of one not easily jealous, but being wrought, perplexed in the extreme. Of one whose hand, like the base Indian, threw a pearl away richer than all his tribe. Of one whose subdued eyes, albeit unused to the melting mood, drop tears as fast as the Arabian trees their medicinal gum. Set you down this, and say besides that in Aleppo once, where a malignant and turbaned Turk beat a Venetian and traduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus.
Oh, bloody period.
I kissed thee ere I killed thee. No way but this, killing myself, to die upon a kiss.
Oh, Spartan dog! More fallen than anguish, hunger, or the sea. Look on the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work. This is the object of poisoned sight. Let it be hid. To you, Lord Governor, falls the censure of this damned villain. The time, the place, the torture. Oh, enforce it. Myself will straight abroad, and to the state this heavy act, with heavy heart, relate.